Hello, doing everybody. Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm Will, and I'm still getting ready on my chair. And today we're getting played with a little bit of Zombicide Invader. We're going to be playing the tutorial mission, so we did Black Plague previously, now we're going to do Invader. There are some difference in the rules, so I'm probably going to make mistakes, but that's what this is. I play with some house rules. One, we do fail forward, so of course we play last survivor standing. However, I think I am going to add to all of my Zombicide games if a survivor dies during a mission, kind of like the campaign rules in 2nd edition. We can't use them anymore. That'll encourage me to paint more minis and maybe get some more variety as we go through the missions. The second thing, of course, is I don't like friendly fire. I just, as a rule, I don't like friendly fire. I want to assume my people can shoot a little bit better than that. So, of course, I'm not going to be playing with friendly fire. And then there's another house rule I normally do, and I'll probably think of it as I'm playing. But either way, there are some house rules. So if you don't like house rules, sorry. But anyway, we are set up. This is a big table hog. So currently, this is a 4x4. I think the biggest map is a 9-tile map, which means we would have 3 more over here and 3 more down here, and I'd have to zoom out further. For the tutorial, I figured I would leave all of the player boards in view. However, probably in future playthroughs, I'll just zoom in on the board to make it a little bit easier. I could zoom if somebody wanted some zooms, right? We do have this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So I've got some zooms if I needed to. The issue is, of course, remembering to do said zooms. Trying to remember to do that. So, this is the base game. This is the tutorial. Our objective will be read in shortly. We need to read our objective. I would go over the rules for Zombicide, but they're pretty much the same. There's some minor differences with the mold spawns and with the lose conditions. So the mold basically spawns wherever an abomination goes. Currently, we don't have an abomination. This did not tell me to remove the abomination like the Fantasy did. One lose condition is if the 2 mold spawns touch the spawn points. That can't happen in the tutorial because mold can't spawn out where there is no oxygen. That makes sense. The second thing is, of course, we have these handy dandy robots and guns. Let's make sure the gun is pointing towards the zombies that are going to be coming in. We have a robot. To control this, we do need to get up the control mechanism, which is in this blue crate. Normally it is a red thing, which again we'll use to define who's controlling the robot, the gun. The robot can be controlled similarly if you have a control device. Currently there is not a control device, so that will be our Mitsuki. Mitsuki has a remote control, so she can control the bot. The bot basically acts as a survivor when it's being used, same as the gun. It can be attacked and damaged and destroyed. The zones, the airlock zones, there's no doors on the board. However, we can add doors. Some missions will have doors. Basically adding a door, we can have it closed. And then of course we can open it just like any other Zombicide game. But right now there are 5 and you can only put 5 total. The mold gets rid of everything. You can't search in a mold area. It destroys doors if you have any doors. It's just bad. You can't line of sight through it. So for example, in this corridor, I wouldn't be able to line of sight all the way. This blocks line of sight. That's actually a room anyways. So it still blocks line of sight. All right. So is there flavor text at the very beginning? Oh, there is. I'm not going to read all that. If somebody wants to read all that, go for it. I don't think I did that with Black Plague. Holy cow. Should I read all that? That's a lot to read. No, I don't think I read all that with Black Plague. Maybe I did. Either way, not going to read it this time. This is a lunchtime stream. You need to get done in an hour. It says this is going to take 30 minutes. That is a lie. I don't think any Zombicide takes as long as the book it says. It takes longer. The Xenos came out of the deep and are ravaging the base. We are a few good-willed people doing our best to evacuate family, coworkers, and strangers towards safer areas. As we're about to get off, we all received a distress call from the soldiers a couple sectors away. He says he has some prototype material to repel the Xenos. and need some backup. We'll also signal. It may be too late. Or maybe not. We want to know more. So, objective, escape with the prototype weapon. Accomplish this objective in any order to win the game. 1, take out the red take the red objective. The prototype weapon will help you get out. 2, get out, reach the exit with all survivors. Any survivors may escape through the zone at the end of their turn, as long as there's no Xenos in the zone. So this is the prototype weapon. The red is the prototype weapon. This is the exit. I'm using my acrylic tokens from 2nd edition because I tried the Xenos ones, and you guys would have to let me know. I don't think these are like bright enough to kind of see where things are when we're doing the filming. Same with the exit. The exit token is kind of, the exit's slightly better. But I went with these. You guys let me know if those work for you. All right, so setup. We went ahead and took out that prototype weapon. It is over here. This is the prototype weapon with a energy cell. That is what is inside the box. Technically, I guess I could put that underneath the box just to make it easier. There we go. And then set the indicated Xenos. So there were some Xenos already running around the base. We have 2 walkers over here, walker there, runner there, and a tank there. Tank's kind of hard to see. Yeah, being on top of the spawn zone is going to make them hard to see. Next, high tech. Each objective gives 5 experience points to the survivor who takes it. Taking the red objective provides the 2 items. So both of these are going to give 5 XP. This one, of course, is to get the gun. I guess we could technically put this here too. There you go. So that's the gun control. So we just have that. Same reason, that's why I use the blue, and the purple is kind of hard to see on camera. But that's it. That's what we're doing. I may have to look at the rules and verify things. Noise, of course, applies in this version, so we're going to stick with that. I don't know if noise really matters too much in this one, but I know that I think the mother, the stepmother, I think she actually requires noise to move. So we have Baraka. Baraka is lucky. So let's go look at our keywords. Lucky means for each action the survivor takes, you may choose to re-roll all dice an additional time. The new result replaces the previous one. The skill stacks with effects from re-rolls. Okay, so she gets to do a re-roll. Cole gets 1 free search action. She controls the robot. Shove means I get to push people. I get to push people around. Shove, the survivor can use this skill for free once during each of their turns. Select a zone at range 1 from your survivor. Both zones need to share a clear path, but no line of sight is needed. All Xenos standing in your survivor zone are pushed to the selected zone. So it says 1 away, so basically I could be here and I can push those guys away. Yeah, range 1. Wow, that's actually good. I figured it was going to be range 0, like it would need to be in the same zone as me. Magnus is our tank. He just starts with 6 points. Everybody else is about 2 or 3. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. So that's why I was saying we're going to definitely fail forward, last man standing. We might lose somebody. And then Vivian gets taunt, which does not sound good for somebody with 2 hit points. Survivor can use skill for free once during each of their turns. Select a zone up to 2 zones away from the survivor, having a clear path to the survivor, no walls or doors. No line of sight is needed. All Xenos standing in the selected zone immediately gain an extra activation. They try to reach the taunting survivor by any means available. Taunted Xenos ignore all other survivors. They do not attack them and leave the zone they are standing in. That seems like a very bad ability for her. Mold, is this settle Mars? Don't know. I think it's just some random planet. I think it's got a name and everything. There are books for these, David. I never knew that. I think they're free too. I think they're part of the Amazon. If you get Audible, I think they're part of Audible. Or anything. Trying to skim through. Xenos confirmed. I didn't read this flavor text. I should have read the flavor text. That would have taken me an hour though. Silent. Yeah, we're on some planet. I'm not sure what planet we're on. We're on some planet. This mold came and it actually started infecting the aliens. So this is less zombie-esque. It's more mold control zombie-esque, so I kind of mentioned that before. It's kind of like there's a mold in nature that actually infects like spiders and ants, and then takes control of them. All right. So we do need to figure out who's going first. And let me refresh myself from focused fire. Let me refocus, because focused fire is something else that was new. I forgot. Where's focused fire? It's odd that they don't have focused fire in the glossary. Yeah, that's like a big thing of this one. We need the focused fire. Ultra airlocks, hellfire. I'm sorry, concentrated attack. So focused fire, concentrated attack. Survivor performing melee range, either themselves make concentrated attack towards a single target, increase their chance of overcoming the defenses. To perform a concentrated attack, designate a single specific target among those before rolling dice. Multiply the damage value by the amount of hits obtained. 1 success, 1 damage, 2 success, 2 damage, 3 success, 3 damage. Only the designated target may be hit by those rolls. Leftover damage is lost. Range concentrated attack still follows the targeting priority rules. Misses are dealt among survivors. Friendly fire applied. Yeah, we're not doing friendly fire. So, basic concentrated attack is I can pick a particular guy and then throw. The brighter yellow and black sign is good. All right. So, who's going to go first? These guys are already in there. We've already got to start taking people out. So, the robot gets to move for free if I move first. So I think let's go ahead and let's do Mitsuki first. So we're going to have her... Should we have her search before she even leaves that room? So the red rooms, the soldiers can only search in the red rooms. So yeah, we have her move 1. Search 1, 2 come into the room, and then 3 have the robot shoot, because she can't shoot. So yeah, let's do it. Let's search first. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. This room was already packed enough, little guy. Hi! The one little worker. Place 1 worker on each... Oh, no, hang on. Sorry, they go in the mold zones. Right? This is a blue card, right? Yeah, blue card. All right, well, that happened. So her search was... At least it's in a mold zone, so that's something that's different. Like, usually they would spawn where you are. That was actually better, I guess. So we failed our search action. Second action, she's going to move. The robot gets to move with her. Third action, we are going to activate the robot. So let's activate the robot. And the robot is going to shoot. The robot gets to shoot range 1 to 3. It does 5 dice. That's a lot of dice. It hits on 5 pluses though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it only does 1 damage though. So if it does a melee, it can actually take out tanks, but at range it can only take out the walkers and runners. So it hits on a 5 plus. So it's 1 hit, 2 hits. I think that's a 1. Yeah, that's 1. That's a 6. So technically 3 hits, but doesn't matter. We just needed 2. 2 hits. 1, 2, and then that made 1 noise in that zone. Noise in the zone. All right, so she went. Who goes next? So Baraka's melee. Baraka can't search in there. It's kind of a problem. Cole has his pistol. He could shoot in there. So let's have Cole go next because he can just shoot into that room. We're gonna have Cole go. He's gonna first action. He's gonna search. Ooh, he got a Solomon Chainsword. So this is melee, which is good. 6 dice, 4 plus, can do 2 plus damage, but it needs Oh, it works with battery pack items. Okay. All right. In real life, is it a mold or a fungus? Oh, maybe it's a fungus. Yeah, I think it's a fungus. You're right. Tend to think of mold as a broad surface covering, but fungus can be single. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's a fungus that infects them. All right, so first action does that. Second action, he is going to shoot. He can shoot one away. He can't shoot in his local zone. He only gets one die though. Ooh. But he hits on a 3+. That is a 1. All right, so his third action, we're going to try again. That is a 4, so he took out the walker. I'm sorry, it's not a walker. What are those guys called? They're not called walkers. They're called hunters. Hunters. All right, so that is Cole. Who's going next? I guess we'll just have Vivian go. She will go ahead and search. She got an assault shotgun. So 1-1. So 1 range. Her current one, her SMG, actually lets her go 0-1. So I am playing with the starting equipment from all expansions. I kind of did a mix of what it is. Normally all you have is batons and the basic SMG. Yeah, so this one she gets to roll 3 dice, hits on a 3+. Definitely better than that one. Just I can't use it close. So let's put that there. Let's put this here so I remember to use that. All right, so that's her first action. Oh, hang on, forgot a noise token up there because we shot somebody. Actually, that's 2 noise because he had to take 2 actions to do that. All right, so she's going to move. That was 1 to search, 2 to go there. 3, she's going to come in here. I'm not going to have her take this. At least not right now. All right, next one, we'll just have Jared go. Jared's going to go 1, 2, he's going to search. He got the flamethrower, but we need to have the flame pack. This is what we need to have in order to Kanji, let the invasion begin. Yeah, so this is my first time playing Invader. I don't know if you've played Invader, Derek. For this one, we need to get the discard and attach canister card to create a Hellfire. So we need the canister to be able to use this, but the Hellfire is the only way we can get rid of the Abomination. So we'll put that right there. So that was his second action. And then I guess for things are going to come back there. The third action, we're going to go here, or things could come back there. So he's going to protect Vivian because she's not. I need to get Magnus. Magnus, I guess, can stay back. He's got the most hit points. So I think what I'm going to do with Magnus is move him in and bring him back. So 1, 2, he's going to search. Yay! Mold, 2 workers. Place 2 workers on each active mold zone. Gotta love it. 1, 2. This is escalating very quickly. All right. So, the fire can also get rid of the mold zones. So, and then Magnus, I guess, is going to go back now. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So 3. And the last one is Baraka. So I guess she's lucky, so she does get a reroll. Oh, sorry, Cole should have gotten. He got a free search action. I forgot to do it, and that would have affected some of the other searching. So I forgot his free search action. Zombie fungus and ants is creepy, but not like human zombies in movies. We already have diseases like syphilis, which can rewire the brain to help spread it. Oh, really? Did not know syphilis rewired the brain to spread it. Okay. I think we're going to have Baraka shoot. Oh, no, Baraka can't shoot. Baraka has to go in there. Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea, Baraka. She only rolls 1 die. She hits on a 4+, but she gets a reroll. Yeah, she's gonna go in. All right. So first action did that. Second action, yeah, that is a 3, but she gets a reroll. That is 1 gone. And then we're gonna, for her third action, try again. That was a miss. She gets 1 reroll. That is a miss. Well, that's no good. She's gonna get hit. She's gonna get hit. A House episode anyway. Okay, well, yeah, we just started watching House. I thought he's actually not permitting, but she's actually enjoying House. She doesn't like blood, guts, and stuff, so sometimes when they do the X-ray stuff, she's not good with that. All right, so zombie phase. So spawn zone number 1. Oh, hang on, before we spawn, everybody needs to activate. Baraka is taking a hit already. That is not good. These guys go 1. Oh, this is a huge cluster now. This one activates twice. These guys activate once. This is not the way you want to start a Zombicide mission. That is just horrible. Oh, that is just horrible. All right. These tokens. Activation token. All right. Now we spawn. So spawn zone number 1. Spawn hunters. We are in blue. So that is... Oh, no, these are the hunters. Sorry. The other ones were the workers. Spawn hunters. I don't think we're getting red search, so we'll just do that. And then we will spawn 1 extra activation. No one. Wow, that would have been bad because they would have gone 1, 2, hit them, and they would have both gone in, hit them. That would have been a horrible game. Would have been over. Not would have been over, but we would have already had 2 people because again, we do last man standing, so we would have already had 2 people dead and would not have been able to use them in future. Now, I don't know if I want to play the 2nd edition pickup rule. In the campaigns, you can do a pickup, meaning you have until the end of the next turn for somebody to go in there and then pick them up. And then it basically put them on the card, so that way you could play them for future games. I don't know if I will do that or not. All right. There we go. Oops. Oh, that was the extra activation. That's right. All right, so our turn again. I guess Baraka's in that room. She needs to take care of some business. She gets 3 attempts to kill that thing. Miss. She gets a reroll. All right, she took him out on her first action. That's good. That's good. So that was 1, 2, 3. Should be able to search on her next turn. Should we have the robot just fire in there? I'm thinking. Because Jared can't do anything because he needs flame stuff. So I'm kind of confused of the flamethrower. It doesn't have any dice or anything. Wonder if the canister says what it does. Huh. We do have shove though, so we could shove all these guys away. We need to kill them. So let's get. Problem is, if she shoots in here with her robot, we're gonna roll 5 dice and say she takes out 5. That's gonna put her into yellow. We don't want to be in yellow yet. We need to split this up. We need less guys here before she does that. So, Magnus is. Let's try the assault shotgun. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do Vivian. She has taunt. We don't need taunt. We are going to do her assault shotgun, which is range 1. She gets 3 dice, hits on 3. Come on. All right, so she got 1 hit. Target priority is... Oh, Tanker Abomination. Sorry, I actually can't have her go first. I need somebody that can do 2 damage. Which is Cole. Or Baraka. Oh, that's not good. All right, so actually scratch that because I need to be able to do 2 damage. So we're going to do concentrated fire on him. So we failed because we needed. What did I roll? Let's rewind it. Because if I would have paid attention, I would have known I needed to do concentrated fire. So we're going to do concentrated fire on him. So we roll all 3 dice. We need 2 hits. So there we go. 2 hits. So we are good. So he is gone. And he is 1 XP. All right, so that was our first action. Second action, she's just going to shoot in there. So we got 2 hits. So that takes out the workers. 2 workers. That was her second action. So she's up to 3 XP. And then for her third action, it won't, if she gets 3 hits, it won't put her in yellow, so we're okay. She hit on 3+, so she hit 3 more. All right. So that actually cleared out a lot of guys. All right. So, do I have Jared just go in there now? Sure. Jared's going to go in there and beat him up with a cattle prod. So Jared's going to do first action, go in. Second action, he's going to use his cattle prod. So 2 dice hitting on a 5+. Ooh. He missed. Third action, try again. He hit 1. So. All right. So that's neither good nor bad. All right. So we need to take these 2 guys out. So we're going to take Mitsuki. Right, 2's not going to make her go on the next level. So we're going to take Mitsuki. She's going to come in here with her robot friend. A lot of stuff going on in this room. Robot friend is going to attack for the second action, which it gets. I was thinking, oh, we're ranged, but we could go into melee. But a melee would allow her to take out the tank. So but that would have been 1, 2, and had 1 attempt at the tank. So we get 5 dice, and we're hitting on 5+. So we did 1. This is 2. Miss, miss, miss. 1 hit. Wow. 1 hit. So that puts her at 3, and then we're going to do it again. Let's see if we can get that last guy. There we go. There's a 5. There's a 5. All right, that puts her at 4. That also made 2 noise. Again, in this one, I think the noise isn't really that critical. We kind of know where everybody is. They're always going to kind of go towards us. All right, so that was Mitsuki. So we have Cole and Magnus left. Problem is, Cole and Magnus are kind of bringing up the rear. Let's go ahead and do Magnus. See if we can get him some better weapons. So he's going to go in here. He's going to search. So this is from the Iron Maiden set. He got a Made in Japan melee weapon. So 3 dice on 3+. We got a sword. You should probably trade that to Mitsuki. Mitsuki's just running around with a robot. So that was 1. 2 was a search. I don't think I want him to do anything else. I kind of need to make sure they stay back here, just in case stuff spawns back there. So I think. Oh, actually, I didn't think about that. They get 2 activations, so the 2 hits are gonna happen on Jared. Oh, that's not good. And I can't get in there. Even if I didn't have him search, it would have been 1, 2, 3. Still wouldn't have been able to shoot. All right. But then he would at least be able to take damage. So let's reverse that. Yeah, I need somebody else in here taking damage. So instead of searching, he just ran all the way there to help his buddy. Put that back on top. All right. So, 1, 2, and I'll go ahead and have him pick up the objective for 3. So he is controlling the gun, and then that gets him 5 experience for picking up the objective. So there we go. All right, this might go bad. So, zombie activation. So 1. Then they get a second activation. So I think I'm just going to have Magnus is just going to take both. That puts him down to 4, which is still higher than what everybody else was. All right. And we spawn. Spawn zone 1. 2. Really? 2 more hunters. I don't want hunters. All right. Spawn zone 2. 4. Holy cow. 4 tanks. Good thing we got this thing now. So the gun does only 1 damage though. So even the gun can't take those guys out. Oh, that sucks. And that was blue. Was 4 tanks. Oh, that sucks. All right. So remove that. Remove that. All right, we could close doors. I forget about that. So these guys are actually going to come in this way, so I'm thinking we want to put a door there, so that way they can't, and they'll have to come all the way around. Or do I let them come in this way? All right, so who could do 2? The robot could do 2, and oh, he could do 2. Do we let him come in the back? Let him funnel through here. Unfortunately, my 2 weapon is a melee, and there'd be 4 of those guys in there. And we would need the robot to be in melee action too. Unless we find another weapon. Oh, the Baraka can also do 2. Well, yeah, I think fine. We'll let him come in this way because Baraka can do 2, he can do 2, the robot can do 2. All right, so get rid of our cubes. All right, so we're going to go ahead and have Magnus, since he has no XP, we're going to have Magnus take care of these 2 guys. He has a, oh no, he can't. He's got a range 1/1, so he's actually got to take care of those 2 guys. So he gets 2 dice hitting on a 5+. He got 1. So that was 1. And then we're going to do it again. Our second action. He missed. And then we're going to do his third action. And he got a 6. So that's 2. Alright. And he made a whole bunch of noise in that zone. Alright. Now I guess we're going to have Jared swing away. So Jared swinging at those 2 guys. He gets 2 dice hitting on a 5+. First action. 1. Second action. Miss. Third action. 2. Alright, we got both of them. So 2 actions, 2 kills. That puts Jared at 3. That was melee, so there's no noise. Okay. Now he has to go back. He can't shoot these guys. So let's have... Well, let's just have everybody search, I guess. So Vivian... We need to get down to here. The spawn zone's up there, so we really could come past. pick up our oxygen. All right, we need to get Mitsuki set up for melee. So Mitsuki is going to move. The robot gets to move with her. 1, 2. And then for third action, we will go ahead and have her search. And we knew it was the blade because that's what we had before. Yeah. She only does 1 damage. Oh, we could do, I forgot, we can do concentrated fire. Always forget, I forget that's a new rule in this one. It's actually something I think should be in all of them, is concentrated fire. Guess you could house rule that. All right, so that is Mitsuki. We will go ahead and have Cole, just to make sure that we're ready. 1, 2, then have him search. He got a heavy cutter, which is another 2 weapon. Is it better than his chainsword? So range 0, 2, 3 plus, and a 2. Yeah, it is. That's actually better than his chainsword. So we'll put his chainsword in his backpack. All right. And then we will have Baraka search before she leaves. Of course. Place 1 tank on each active mold zone. Oh, each time I was doing that earlier, I was supposed to draw another equipment card. I think. So I was wondering about that. So in other ones, when you spawn, it doesn't have you draw another equipment card. So you fail your equipment completely. This is the one I like because it lets you draw another equipment card, which I think I want to do in all the games because it just didn't make sense. It was a zombie. You killed a zombie. Maybe you should get another equipment. So I don't remember who did those first 2, so I'm not going to go back and correct that, but I'll go ahead and do it for this one. So Baraka, she got a gun finally. So she has a heavy shotgun, which is good because she has, and that actually does 2 damage too. I don't even need to move her. We did need to spawn all these stupid tanks. 1 tank. 2 tanks. 3 tank. My tank supply looks like it's getting low, but I do have some more over on the side, so we're not going to get extra activations right now. All right. Well, that was not what I wanted to happen. So the last one left is Vivian. Now there's a tank in there. She cannot do 2 damage. Well, there's tank on each. They're not going to do any damage to us this turn. But let me see if I can take one out, though. So first action, she's going to go in here. She does have 2 actions. We're going to go ahead and do concentrated fire with our shotgun. We need to do 3 plus. That's enough. Takes this one out, which gets her 1. And then, why not? For third action, she turns around and she does it again. And she got 3 and a 4. That works. 2 damage. Takes him out. I like that concentrated fire. I think that's why people didn't like this one, is they felt like it was too easy because all of the new things they did made it easier. So a lot of people don't like that, I guess. I mean, I guess really what you could do to make it harder again is to take out the concentrated fire, take out the extra search that you get from that card, right? All right. Well, we cleaned house. Speaking of house, from David's conversation earlier. So next is their turn. So they're going to move towards the noise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know this is further around, so we know they're going this way. Towards the noise, and there's nobody over there. All right. Spawn, zone number 1. There we go. Yeah, that happened. All abominations on the board, extra activation. If you have a spoiler abomination, spawn it. If you don't, nothing happens. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Once I introduce the other abominations, I'm going to do an abomination deck, like they do with second edition, and then they did with White Death, and then now Dead Men's Tales. So, all right. Well, We need a 3 to get rid of him, or we need to find that stupid canister we haven't found yet. Hunters spawn. Oh, wow, 4 hunters. And they get double activation. Luckily, this can take them out. No. That's a lot of hunters. All right. So, I was going to have... We can't go outside. We have to wait for them to come in. So, I'm going to use Cole to try to shoot at these guys. With his gun. With his gun out here. Which means that will actually make noise and they'll go that direction. So 4 dice, hitting on a 4+, up to range 3, 1, 2. We're good to go. So. Alright, he completely missed. Holy cow. Oh, and I forgot, I keep forgetting he has 1 free search action. Yeah, he should have searched No, that, again, that messes up because Baraka searched after him. Dang it. Alright, so that was a whiff. That was his first action. Second action took out 2. Oh, this is going to put him into yellow. Oh, well, we're in trouble now. So we're already in the yellow. Let's keep going. 4 and a 6. That takes out the last 2. If we die, we're blaming Cole. It's all Cole's fault. He went into the yellow first. Now, yellow, we do get +1 action. And he gets 2 search actions. So we're going to go ahead and use his 2 search. He gets 1 free search action. And then for his last action, we're just going to search some more. Ooh, he got a search drone. You can search in any type of building or zone. So we're going to trade that. We need to trade this with somebody else. Nova Cutters. 4 dice hitting on a 3+, doing 2 damage. That is better than the Heavy Cutters. He just keeps upgrading his melee weapons. And he's just using the gun. And then we're going to trade this with somebody. We'll get a chance. We'll put that there for now. So he is in the zone. She's considered as a citizen, so he would need to trade with like Baraka. Baraka. You cannot shoot out of an airlock, so me moving Baraka here, she still can't shoot those guys. But she can shoot here. So we're going to have her shoot at that tank. She gets 2 dice hitting on a 4+. Lucky she gets her 1 reroll. Doesn't matter. She did more than enough damage to take him out. That was her first action. Second action, she's going to come in here with everybody else. Because her gun, well, I'm going to have, oh no, that's not, I'll have to use her gauntlets since I moved her in. Third action, she's going to trade with Cole and get the searching drone. Actually, we can trade as much as we want. So actually, I'm going to get rid of this shock glove. And we're going to go with the... Okay, so here's the difference. This one hits on a 4+, but you get to roll 6 dice. Then we're going to give her the chainsaw. Yeah, she'll put that in her backpack. Put that in his backpack. All right. Mitsuki kind of can't do anything. So Mitsuki's going to search at least. Assault shotgun. Let's go ahead and get rid of her cattle prod. And she's done. I don't want her to do anything else. I want her to be in there with the robot. Actually, I can move her out. She doesn't need to be in there. The robot just needs to be in there. So I'm going to move her out as a second action. All right. The Abomination. So, do I have anybody that has arranged? Problem is, they can't search here to get the flame that we need. So, I'm going to have Vivian go first. Hope she gets the Noise is right. One noise right there. Hope that she gets the canister we need. Canister. Not a canister. She got bullets. You may reroll once all attacks with this weapon. The new result takes place over the previous one. Alright, so she can attach that to her assault shotgun. That was her first action. I could try concentrated fire. But it's you reroll all attacks. You don't just reroll your misses. I have to get 3 hits on a 3+. She's gonna try for it. We're gonna go. I have nothing else I can do with her. So she's gonna concentrated fire for her second action. She needs to get 3+ on all 3 hits. All 3 dice. Oh, so close. So we're gonna do our reroll. It's probably not gonna be better. 3, 2, and 1. So that was a complete miss. That did unfortunately make 2 noise. All right, well, I guess everybody's gonna have to do that. We're all gonna have to concentrated fire on that. So, because neither one of them can search there. And the flamethrower, I don't have a canister, so I can't use it. So I got to go with ranged. Magnus is ranged. So he rolls 2 dice, hitting on a 5+. And that's not going to be enough. He can't do 3 damage with 2 dice. It'd be way... She's not going to get hit. I mean, it'll move into her zone, but she's not going to get hit. Probably for that last time, I should have moved her out. I really dislike that this is the only red zone. That's kind of bad. Oh. That must be, where is it? Where is it? Magnus's room. He didn't make his bed. Dang it. I think I'm going to leave. I can't search with him. I can't do anything with him in there. In that spot. Except for have him be a meat shield. Like, I can't even trade... Actually, I could trade. Take her weapon from her. Yeah, first action we're going to trade. Seems kind of wrong to do, but... First action we're going to trade. Second action, we're going to try to do the same thing. Concentrated fire. That got us 2 hits. We need 3. That is a miss. So that's our second action. Third action, or we get 1 reroll with that. That's 2 hits. That missed. All right, third action. There we go. On the third action, concentrated fire. Took out the abomination. Woo! That was close. That puts him at 7. He does get another free action now. So he's going to go ahead and... we trade the stuff back to Vivian? I mean, he's my tank. He should really be melee. So yeah, we're going to trade... For his last action, we're going to go ahead and trade the gun back to her. Ah! So, give Vivian back her gun. All right. And then I think Jared, I got to get him some searching. So we're going to take Jared. He's going to go 1, 2. This made a lot of noise, right? I did 2 more attacks here. 3, 4. So Jared moved 2, and then for his third action, he's going to search. He got the Roaster MG. Discard an attached canister card to create a Hellfire in the zone. Is this better than his flamethrower? This can be used... So that's what's weird. The flamethrower has nothing. The Roaster MG actually has stats. Oh, because it's got a gun and it's... Okay, this is the thing that Vivian's holding. This is the gun Vivian has. Alright, so we'll hold on to this. We'll actually switch this with the flamethrower because we can use it until we get a canister. Alright, I think that was everybody, right? That was everybody. Alright, so Xeno's turn. So all these guys are going to come in to make friends. Hi! Spawn zone number 1 is... You've got to be kidding me. Good thing we took him out. Holy cow. That is crazy. He's back. Back again. Back again. Tell a friend. And then spawn 4 workers. Because we are in yellow. That's okay. Cole can just keep blasting them before they even make it that far. Oh, I didn't think about that. The gun could have done concentrated fire too. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, because it does 4 dice, so we would have been able to take out some a previous turn instead of them all hanging out in there with us now. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Who's the lowest on XP? Baraka. So, Baraka is going to use her chainsaw. So she gets to roll 6 dice, hitting on a 4+. And then let me double check if Lucky is reroll all dice or Lucky is reroll any dice. For each action Survivor takes, she may choose to reroll all dice an additional time. Okay, so I have to reroll all dice. All right, but that's fine. We only needed, 2 damage. We don't need to do concentrated fire. She's got lots of dice here. All right, so that's 6 dice hitting on a 4+. She did 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Not going to reroll that because that's everybody. You got rid of all of the tanks. You go up there, tanks. All right. That gets her 4 XP. 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts her at 6. So she didn't cross into yellow. For her second action, she can search anywhere. So we'll just search while we're here. She got the Pyre minigun. So again, it does damage, and we can add a flamethrower. Escalation ranged. Flamethrower. Discard and attach. Okay. Oh, what's escalation ranged mean? That's a new keyword. Escalation action. Survivor gains 1 extra die to roll for subsequent actions of the specified type. The bonus is cumulative. Oh. So I get an extra... Okay, so she gets 1 extra range. When she does a ranged, she gets 1 extra die. That's kind of weird why they didn't just make it 5 dice. Or is that box only applicable when we have the canister on it? Where is the canister? Here we go. Hellfire attaches to a flamethrower. Flamethrowers require canisters. Hand flamethrowers cannot be used to fire from or exterior zones. Hellfire makes no noise. Right, yes, but I want to know the red box. What does the red box mean? Red box on a weapon card. Red box. There we go. Can be attached single weapon. Oh, well, it says flamethrowers can only be used with the attached. But it doesn't say how much damage it does. So the flamethrower feels like you are just using it to toss the canister, which I guess is the point, because this just makes a hellfire by tossing the canister in a range 1 to 2. These can be used as regular guns, but it's this escalation range, which is in the red box, which is normally associated with the canister. So my assumption is In order to get the escalation range, I have to have the canister, and then I would discard the canister, creating a Hellfire. That's how I'm going to treat it. All right, who searched for this? Baraka searched for this. So 1 to 3, 4 dice, 4 plus. That is better than her shotgun. All right, only does 1 damage. Shotgun does 2 damage though, but she has this to do damage, so we're good. All right, Cole is, well, Cole's going to Cole it up and try to get us killed. He is going to, oh, I forgot to remove that last time. He's going to fire his gun. So I'll just leave that out there. 4 dice hitting on a 4 plus. Come on. 1, 2. 2 gone. What is he at? He's at 9, 10, 11. No, too far. 11. 11, not 12. 11. All right. That's his first action. Second action. It's 2 more. Got a 6 and a 4. 2 more gone. 2 more. Yellow's like better because it takes longer to get out of yellow. So that was 2 actions. He has 2 more because he's already leveled up. So for his, he also gets a free search action. So he's going to use his free search action. He got a grenade launcher. Full auto. 1 to 3, 2 dice, does 2 damage. Replace his pistol. Now I need to figure out full auto. I imagine it means it's concentrated fire. Full auto. Full auto. When resolving a ranged attack, the survivor may substitute the dice number of the ranged weapons they use with the number of Xenos standing in the targeted zone. Skills affecting device values like +1 range still apply. Oh, okay, so I can either roll 2 dice for a 5 plus, or if there are 12 Xenos, I could do 12 dice. That seems overkill. That's kind of like Hulk. Hulk in the Marvel Zombies. I think he can do more damage based on certain criteria. So that was his free action. So he's done 2 actions of his 4. I think we're going to go ahead and I think for his, that was his 3rd action or his 2nd action. So for his 3rd action, we're going to go ahead and close the airlock. That way they can't come in that way. And we're just going to go ahead and start heading this way. 4th action, he's moving back. All right. Mitsuki, 1st action, she's moving her, she's bringing her robot in with her. 2nd action, she's just going to move into this room. 3rd action, she's going to search. MRE, discard this to gain 3 XP. Yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and do that now. We're going to go ahead and discard that. Gain 3 XP. That will put her at 7. Which then gets her a free action, which she can't use on this turn. Oh. I activated the robot, so even a movement is considered an activation. So her 4th action is just a waste. Okay. We're in the same boat we were before with that abomination. So Vivian is just going to go guns blazing, I think. Yeah. So we're going to try the same again. Concentrated 3 on 3. She has to get all 3. We get 1 reroll. 3, 3, 6. That's it. Don't even need the reroll. Abomination is gone again. So she's at 5, so that puts her at 10. That gets her another free action. So that was 1. 2, she's going to move. 3, she's going to move. 4, she's going to pick up her oxygen tank. So that way we can get out of here. All right. Next is Magnus. I think Magnus kind of has to stay there. I can go 1, 2, search, 3, 4, get him right back. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to go 1, 2, search. He got a light machine gun. And then 3, 4, he's just going back where he was. Jared is going to search. He got an armored vest. Discard to ignore damage. That was his first action. Dang it. We have not found any. We have not found the flame yet. One. I guess I just got to keep trucking. I mean, he's got a gun he can use now. So that was 1, 2, 3. That's everybody. All right, zombies activate. There are no zombies. All right, so spawn zone 1. Spawn 2 tanks. It could be worse. 2 tanks. Spawn zone 2. Spawn workers. 4 workers. 4 workers. All right. And I think we're just running now. I think we're just gonna run, try to get out of here. Probably could have done that a couple turns ago. Don't know. All right, so do I want her to pick up the prototype weapon? Who's got the lowest XP? Jared does. Jared's not in yellow, so we need Jared to be in the yellow. So, Jared, unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, he wouldn't be able to pick it up this turn anyways. Or we could get him into yellow by shooting, maybe. Still wouldn't be able to pick it up, but that's fine. Let's get Jared into the yellow. So Jared is going to roll 5 dice. Hitting on a 5+ on the tank. Oh no, that only does 1 damage. He's gonna have to do concentrated fire. Yeah. All right, so Jared's doing concentrated fire at one of the tanks. We're hitting on a 5+. Wow. He completely missed. Yeah. Jeez. All right, second action. Concentrated fire. There we go. 2. So one of them's going at least. That does not put him into the yellow. Actually, this isn't gonna. I don't know why I thought this would put him in the yellow. It won't. He wasn't close enough. All right, concentrated fire again. There you go. 2, 3 6s. So this one is gone. So that puts him at 5. All right. I got Magnus go get the prototype weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or Vivian. Vivian could get the prototype weapon. Vivian's packing though with her shotgun. Let's do Vivian because I need everybody else to pick up oxygen. So Vivian's actually going to go 1, 2. She gets 5 XP for that, so that puts her at 15. We go to orange at 19. So prototype light machine gun, prototype weapon requires an energy cell, which we have. The energy cell, you may reroll once all attacks with this weapon. The new result takes precedence, so she has a reroll. Guess we'll get rid of this. And yeah. So this is 1 to 4 range, 5 dice, hitting on a 5+. That actually, but it's silent. Ooh, that's the biggest thing. It's silent. Oh, speaking of noise, how many times did he shoot up there? I think it was like 3 times. Adding and removing tokens is like one of the worst things about all this, and I think that's like why most people just don't do the noise tokens. Am I missing it, or is the squad not moving much? Yeah, we're starting to head out now. All right, so we are going to go ahead and have Magnus. He's going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. He's going to pick up his oxygen. 4. Unfortunately, I cannot put a door here or here. I could put a door here, though. So once everybody's in here, I could put a door to keep that spawn zone from getting to us. But everybody needs to get here first. All right? Mitsuki. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going to leave the robot. Actually, I think I'm leaving the robot here. Because I don't need to move anymore. I just need to shoot that way. 4. She got her oxygen. These guys are going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to have to come around this way because we shut the door there. I think. Would they still go the shortest route to the path, even though that door is there? And then they just get stuck behind the door? That's a good question. Does it have to be an available path? Or is it just the shortest distance to it? Xenos, move, page 26. Move. Xenos select their destination. The first zone they select is the one with the survivors in line of sight that has the most noise. Remember, each survivor counts as a noise. If no survivors are visible, they select the noisiest zone. In both cases, distance doesn't matter. Xeno always chooses the noisiest target they can see. They can hear. So you're here. Xeno move 1 toward their destination zone, taking the shortest available path. Important closed doors are not taken into account. Oh, okay, there we go. It's nice and bold. So yeah, they're going to go this way until we make noise down here. So they get stuck behind that door. So the question is, do I want Cole to take him out? What is he at? He's at 13. It wouldn't put him into